What a fantastic day I'm having. It's so exciting running with my friends in the pack through the woods. None of them can match my speed. I can hear them shouting out to each other. Gelert runs like the wind and always gets the better of the wolves. I hear my master's call. Come on, Gelert, to me! I turn and head back, leading the pack, and run as hard as I can with my tail now wagging. I bark as I come into my master's side and skid to a stop and look up into his eyes. My head gets ruffled and I hear, Good lad, I know you never let me down. We're all in close now and we tag on to our various owners. Well, your highness, I hear one of my master's friends say, the rumours at court are true that Prince Welton of Eryri owns the fastest and most faithful hunting hound in all of Wales. I'm sure he's more than a match for the wolf they call Grey Fang. I feel my hackles rise at that name. That one wolf has killed a good half dozen of my oldest friends, and also a human child. I can still smell his scent in the forest, but he has always eluded me. Day-to-day life for me, though, is a happy one. And when we're not out on hunting practice or actual hunting, I spend my time in and out of the large house as part of the family. Family, I say, but my master's quite young, and apart from his partner, who is called Darling, there are just other men and ladies that cook and clean up around the place. There are no others and no little humans. My master's friends and his lady have a young human, and when they visit, I'm allowed to play near them. My master always says he trusts me, and that I won't let any harm come to the pup. They call it a child. The lady says, he's a hunting dog. Who knows what would happen if he turned? She doesn't know me at all. Just lately, Darling has been getting far bigger and smelling different. I can sense a small pup growing inside her that is a boy. My master and Darling are so happy with each other. They've made a special room in the house that they keep stating is for the baby, and they call it a nursery. I can also sense something else that troubles me. The pup inside Darling is in trouble. Something isn't right. This morning I can hear lots of screaming and strange men with bags are in the house. I stay away in the kitchen. Later I overhear a woman helper say that the master has a new baby boy, but his mother has died birthing it. I walk slowly to my master's room. He's holding a small boy and tears are running from his eyes. I stand beside him and nuzzle my nose under his arm. My master looks at me and he says, You can't help this time, lad, but I swear I will look after this boy and make sure that he grows into a fine man. I also make a vow. I will help as much as I can and protect the boy as I would my master. A few moons have passed since that awful night, and the small human is growing well. My master, though still sad at times, is keeping his vow. He loves his little boy. I do sometimes catch my master staring out the window with a teary eye, so I nuzzle up to him and wag my tail. We haven't been hunting since that awful day, so I spend my time chasing squirrels and running to the edge of the wood. I sense sometimes that the essence of Grey Fang is about, which makes me uneasy. Today is different. It's misty and cold. I can hear my master talking to someone in the hallway. I hear him say, Yes, I know it's not normal and the lad has to grow up, but I can't leave him and go with you, even for a short time. You can leave Gelert here, I hear the stranger reply. You always say he's a special hound, so I bid you good day, sir, and expect to see you as arranged. Not long after, my master calls out, Gelert, come boy. I run to him. He's dressed in different clothes than normal, and he's carrying a warm coat. He holds my head and looks into my eyes. Gelert, I have to go out. I trust you to keep my boy safe. He gives me one last look and shouts his farewell to the house lady, then leaves. I lay outside the nursery, but something's making me uncomfortable. I go outside and the wind has picked up and darkness has descended. All my senses are buzzing. I can feel the presence of Grey Fang. There is a crash. The nursery doors. My worst feelings rise in my throat. The boy! I'm running hard through the corridors to the nursery. I burst in and see the piercing yellow eyes of Grey Fang at the cradle side. Before I can move, he drags the boy out by his leg, then sinks his teeth into his body to lift him up. I see the blood run from the boy's wounds, and he screams so loud. I make a massive leap and hit the wolf hard on the side. I must grab his neck. I twist round and see my chance. I sink my teeth hard into the thick, fur-covered neck, and I bear down as hard as I can. I shake to try to get in deeper, and I hear the thud of the baby dropping on the floor. The wolf turns his anger at me, but I'm still gripping. At last I feel the blood canal burst, and a mass of warm wolf blood fills my mouth. The wolf yelps and screeches, and we roll from side to side. At last I can feel the life draining from him. I bite harder, and suddenly it goes still. Grey Fang is dead. I'm hurting all over, and I'm covered in blood. I leave the wolf's body and crawl out from behind the large chair where we've ended up, and make my way to the boy who is now quiet. I've failed. But no. I hear a whimper. I sniff the boy. He's cold, but still alive. I lay my head on him and fall into an exhausted sleep. I wake up suddenly. My master's holding the baby, who's now crying loudly. I crawl to him and wag my tail whilst trying to nuzzle my nose into his arm. He's pulling away from me. I've never seen such a look of horror on his face. I know I'm covered in blood, but why is he screaming at me? The boy's safe? I go to move away, but I feel a hard blow to my side, and the pain's like nothing I've felt before. I don't understand. I've done my duty. Why has he turned against me? My tail thumps against the floor one last time, and I feel my body going away from me. I hear a scream from the house lady. "Oh, my lord! A dead wolf!" My pain goes, and I hear my master shout, "No!" I feel strange now. I open my eyes. I'm floating above the scene unfolding below. I can see myself laying there lifeless, a deep knife wound to my side. My master hands the baby over to the house lady, then softly holds my head and strokes my neck. "Oh, what have I done, Gelert? Don't go, boy." I feel totally calm. I can see the remorse in his eyes. If only I could tell him that I understand why he did what he did, and that I'm not in pain. My love for him is still unconditional. I remain watching down, and all sense of time has stopped. I watch my master lay my body in a grave in the meadow near the river. There is a large slate stone at the head. The stone is engraved, Beth Gelert, Gelert's grave, followed by the story of me, the wolf, and his boy. My master looks up and speaks. "Gelert, my faithful friend, I'll never forget you." A strong white light bathes me. I turn around and it feels so calm and peaceful. I know I can leave, so I run off into the light, happy.